Hi Floss Tube, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Monday. It is the 14th of October, and this is a Floss Tube about stitching and other things. Mostly stitching, usually. We had retreat this weekend. I have some footage that I recorded while I was at retreat, and so we're going to talk about retreat. I'll show you all the goodies. I did it. I did it. I stayed monogamous. So I will show you my progress and just talk, I guess. Nothing earth-shattering. No, I do not have the pantry ready yet. I haven't had a chance to work on it in the last 2 weeks, so that's okay. It'll happen when it happens. So anyway, a retreat was a blast. You know, there was a lot of stress leading up to it, but you know, once I had everything ready, the stress was gone. It was just go have a good time with friends and get a lot of stitching done. So retreat started on Thursday at 2. Everybody came on Thursday for the first time ever. Usually we get people on Thursday and Friday, but this time it was all on Thursday. We did have some people that had to leave early. A group of 4 left Saturday afternoon, early afternoon. One of them had their daughter was getting married in 2 weeks, and she had stuff she needed to get done. She thought about not even coming, so I was glad she at least came for a little while. And we had another one that left early yesterday morning because she had a prior commitment. So it was a smaller retreat. There were so we had a couple of people that couldn't come. Connie, of course, and then another gal wasn't able to come. So there were only 23 of us, which was fine. It was a great group of women. I want to thank each and every one of them for coming and making it such a pleasure, because it was amazing. And I think everyone had a good time, as you'll see by the clips, the video clips. Lots of laughter. We learned lots of stuff. And I guess I'll just start by showing you. I'm going to start with the stitching that I got done, which you will see my progress. Well, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll end with that and put it at the end. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm not going to show you that right now. I'm not going to show you that right now because you'll get updates throughout the, you know, in the clips. So I'll show you where it's at now, because guess what? I came home yesterday, and last night I continued to stitch on the same project. Nobody thought I would do that. Nobody thought I would do that, but I did. So I'm still enjoying it, so why not just keep stitching on it for now? I'm sure at some point I'm going to get tired of doing it, and I will move on to something else. But for right now, it's holding my attention, and I'm enjoying the stitch, which is the whole point of stitching. So I'm going to show you first how the goodies were packaged, and then I'll show you the individual, you know, out of the package components that went into it. So the first up, let me grab it. Okay, so here's a little background. So this was our 30th retreat. It was not our 30th Frills retreat, but it was the 30th retreat that Reflections has hosted. first under Marianne and then under myself. And somewhere along the line, I'm not sure where, but somewhere along the line, it wasn't that many retreats in, we had Paulette from Plum Street Samplers design a project, and the theme of that retreat was friendship. And so when I asked Paulette if she would do another retreat design for us to celebrate our 30th, because I thought it was just kind of appropriate. Our first Frills retreat was designed by her, and this is our last Frills retreat. It's not our last retreat, but it's our last Frills retreat. I made that decision a couple years ago, that the 30th would be the last Frills retreat. It's just gotten too hard to get fabric and floss, and I've gotten older. It's hard. The designers are all booked out years in advance, so I made the decision a couple years ago that this would be the last Frills retreat. So I thought it appropriate that Paulette, who designed the first Frills retreat, to design the last Frills retreat project. So I had told her, she asked what I wanted theme-wise, and I had told her something to do with friendship, just kind of, since it was, we had that at the beginning, it would be nice to end it with something to do with friendship, or what goes around comes around, or what something old is new again, just something along those lines. But I had no idea what she would do with that. The chart is really pretty, and the colors are beautiful. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of background on the theme. Once I saw the piece, because I always name the retreat something that doesn't necessarily give away what it's about. So this retreat was called Tiptoe Through the Tulips, and I'll tell you the reason for that in just a minute. But that was what I chose, was Tiptoe Through the Tulips. So we have a friendship kind of garden theme going on, which kind of led to our presentation, or the way we presented the project, which is in a terracotta pot. And then all their goodies were in here, the chart, a mug mat, fabric, floss, needle minder, pair of scissors, and a travel, one of those little travel accessory boxes. And then the last thing, which you really can't see in this, there's a little kind of mesh bag there that has a tulip bulb in it. So that's how it was presented to them. Was like that. When they first get to retreat, they check into their room, and I've always put an orc container on their bed to welcome them. And this year we did these little pots, glass jars. They have a good, nice seal on them, and we filled them with M&Ms. And it has a little tulip charm on it. And then it says Orts. My sister put the lettering on there, and it's using the Friends font, or the font from Friends, because I thought that was kind of appropriate, since it was all about friendship and gardens. So that was their orc container this year. And that was on their bed when they checked in. And then once everyone was there, then I handed out their goodies. And so inside the goodies was the chart. I tell you, this could be a long video. If you want to pause me and go get something to drink, feel free. So the name is Friendship Garden, and when I first saw the design, the flowers in it remind me of a tulip. Now they're stylized, but they just kind of reminded me of a tulip. They're probably not, but I thought they kind of looked like a tulip, hence the tiptoe through the tulips. So that's what the chart looks like. And it says, if I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk in my garden forever. And it's got two little people with a heart, that each one has a half of the heart. So, and the colors are just absolutely stunning. Let's see. So, Paulette's model stitcher, I think it was the model stitcher, I don't know, chose an R&R 36 count vintage homespun fabric, which I can't get on demand. So every once in a while Hoffman's gets some in and I'll order it, but you know, there's no guarantee that you're going to get it or when you're going to get it or how often it'll pop up on Hoffman's. So I went ahead and picked Tobias from Seraphim because I knew I could get it and the colors looked really pretty on it. So the model is stitched on vintage homespun, but everyone got either 36 count Tobias or they received 18 count Ada. They could have their choice between the two. So inside the package is their fabric and the floss, and wrapped up in a nice little bow. And those are the colors. Aren't they pretty? It's a mix of DMC and overdyes. I ended up having to get some of the DMC from Hobby Lobby because it was back ordered and back ordered and back ordered, and time ran out and I needed to have it. So just what happens when you don't have a year's worth of time to get things pulled together. There was also a pair of little scissors, little embroidery scissors in their package. I had needle minders made using Paulette had sent me a digital picture of the piece back in May, I think, May or June. So I used that digital picture, and then Connie and I came up with the saying, "Friendship blooms when stitchers gather," and that's what we did for the needle minder. So the background is that the flowers from the chart, and then we just had the words put on there. So they received that. Everyone got a little tulip bulb in a little bag so they could plant it in their terracotta pot. These are a fall planting tulip, so we're just in time for that. Connie made the mug mats. I had chosen a fabric that had a lot of words about friendship and love, and that I thought was kind of appropriate. It says best friends, or it says friendship refreshes the soul, make today amazing, we share an everlasting bond, dream, believe, wish. So it's got just a bunch of words. It doesn't matter which way you hold it. Something's going to be upside down or right side up. And then this was a coordinating fabric that went with it. So they got that. Connie has provided mug mats for pretty much all of the retreats. So Stacy always brings every single one with her. She's got a stack about this tall now. And let's see what else was in there. Oh, their box. They got, it's a mini one. It's not the real big ones like some people are using. So it's a mini. And then this one is mine, so it's all zhuzhed out with everything. But I did have a lot of these little doodads for sale that people could, because they got the needle minder and they got the scissors. I covered the inside of the box with the tan version of the, I don't know if you can tell, this is the white or ivory version, and I covered the box with the tan version. So they got that, and then I had a bunch of the little stuff. You know, this is a seam ripper with the rubberized end, so you can clean up your little threads when you have to rip out. Not that I ever have to do that, mind you, but, you know, for those of you who do, sure, Julie, like you never rip. I found some microfiber cleaning cloths for your glasses. This is the world's teeniest pair of readers. You can get these on Amazon if you just Google or search for foldable readers. They fold up and then they telescope out like that, and they're a full-size reader. So they come in different colors: black, blue, brown, red, and they fit in this little tiny pouch, and then they fit inside the bigger of the little things. I found some little tulip stick pins for counting pins, and so I had some of those for sale. I had the little tomatoes for sale. So that's their box all zhuzhed up. I think that was it. That was it for what they received in their pot. Carla did make matching project bags. I had, I don't know, 8 I think for sale. Carla makes my bags that I keep in the shop. My project bags. I don't put them on the website, but I do always have them in the shop for sale. And so that was handed out to them on Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. Friday was just mostly a stitching day. I didn't have a whole lot planned for that day. We did do a little game, cross stitch. What was it? Cross stitch acronyms you should know. And Jonna won that one. She knew 16 of them. So I don't have it. Forgot to take a picture of it, but it was a coffee mug that said something about stitching on it. And I put a couple packets of hot cocoa and some marshmallows in there, so because it got chilly the last day we were there. And so that was the prize for that. Saturday morning we had the shop. Again, I didn't bring a whole lot because Connie wasn't there to help. But I did bring project bags and the little stuff to zhuzh up their box, and some Satsuma kits that had come in. So not a ton of things, but just things that were easy to transport. And then and the rest of the time was just stitching and laughing and telling stories and enjoying ourselves. Sunday morning was brunch, which we always look forward to because it means we don't have to be up and out of our beds by 8 o'clock to eat breakfast. You know, it's the most important meal of the day, but geez, the older we get, the harder it is to get there for breakfast. So we look forward to brunch because we can actually take our time and relax a little in the morning. So that was pretty much how retreat went. It was awesome. It ended at 2 on Sunday, and I came home to a house full of people. We had Dan's mom was here for the day. Abby and the kids had been here since Saturday. And then Adam and Marcia and their kids and 2 dogs came over. And I think Alex and Emily were here for a short period of time, but it was Alex's birthday weekend. Her birthday is today. So say happy birthday to Alex. And she and were here, but then I think they went out to dinner too before I got home for her birthday. So yeah, that's how it went. It was a great time, and I'm looking forward to the spring. So I think I'll probably, Katie wasn't at retreat, but she decided to support me and be monogamous for the weekend too. So she sent me an updated picture every evening with her progress, and I'll share those pictures with you in the following footage. And I don't know, I think I'm just gonna edit the footage a little bit and insert it here, and then I'll probably record a little ending, so and show you my stitching. I think that sounds like a plan. So roll footage. Good morning, everyone. It is day 2 of our retreat, our monogamous retreat, for me anyway. Rosie's over here. She's doing monogamy too. Doreen, I think, is trying to do monogamy. Lori is always monogamy. Who else? Wendy is doing it.
Colleen has so far.
So far, Mary Ann has. I don't know if she'll continue or not. Carol has. Kelly has. But I think that might be it. So, not bad considering that the last minute I canceled it. Because I kept hearing no one was going to do it, so I canceled it. But I want everyone to know and to witness. Day 2, I'm still working on the piece that I chose, which was Panoply of Posies. What did I do with it? In case you haven't seen it, it looks like that. I have stuck to one brown, so I am done auditioning browns. I'm all done. And this is the motif I've been working on since I've been here. So, quite proud of myself. I'm going to win this challenge. I don't get a prize or anything, but I'm going to win it. By gum. Rosie, let me see yours. Rosie started, what is that?
Autumn Town
from Autumn Lane.
Oh, do you know who did that little book?
That would be Kelly.
Which one's Kelly?
Right there.
Kelly? Curly hair Kelly?
Yeah.
She is always the star of the show. She makes an appearance.
That's the second time.
Tradition. It's so funny.
Sticking with tradition. She has no clue. No clue. Carol has no clue. She was being recorded. Anyway, back to Rosie. She's doing Autumn Town from Autumn Lane. Yep. This one.
Might be shiny. It's a little shiny. Nope.
Yep. This one. Katie actually kitted that one up and is working on it too, I think, or starting to. And that's how far she's gotten since she's been here. So,
Yeah.
not bad.
No, it's coming
Not
along.
bad. And your fabric is, do you remember what it is?
It is the 32 count Mountain or Apple Harvest by Mountain Air.
Apple Harvest by Mountain Air, which is what it's called for.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You're
sharing.
welcome.
She's fun.
Colleen is working on a beautiful piece. I don't know if I can get her to hand it over here or not. You don't have to take it out. They can. Okay. She's working on Rosewood Manor. I can't remember the name of it. Hawthorne Hill on Atomic Ranch Nutmeg, which is just stunning. Stunning. So, it looks like this. She didn't start with this one. She started with Pandemic yesterday, but she's stuck with this one since then. There's your chart, and this is her progress. Look at that. Did you have the letters done when you got here?
Yeah, the letters were done, but the bird with the circles.
Okay. The bird circle she's been working on. Isn't that pretty? That's a beautiful piece. Thank you.
You picked the fabric too.
I know I picked it. That's what I have it kitted up on. So someday I will get to that. So that's just going to be my quick update for right now. And I will see you next time. Katie's progress, day 1. We'll go here. Good morning, everybody. It is day 3 of monogamy. Day 2 brought us this motif. I'm not quite finished with it, but I did all that yesterday. I might have finished a little, no, all that yesterday. I think I finished that one the day before. So I'm sticking with it. My spies are still spying on me.
Keeping each other honest.
Spying on me. Rosie is still working on hers. Colleen changed projects. She failed the monogamy challenge.
Still mahogany.
Deb is still monogamous. Doreen, are you still monogamous? Still monogamous. Nicole is still. Phyllis is still. Carol is still. Marianne, I think, dropped out. So, not too bad for considering no one wanted to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Wendy is still.
Stacy is still.
Stacy's always monogamous.
She's always.
She's off on her. Stacy went off on her hike this morning with Colleen. And everyone seems to be having fun. We did have 4 just leave. They have a wedding in 2 weeks to get ready for, so Mom and her 3 daughters have taken off already, so we're down in numbers. It's going to be a little quieter.
A lot quieter without stuff.
Yeah. Would you like to come over and...
No, I would not.
Well, the funny thing is that you were yesterday.
Again.
When you came over here, I was recording. I even turned the camera over.
I can sue.
You
could try, but you can't get blood out of a turnip. So, but I think, hey, is everyone having a good time?
Yes.
Good.
Yep.
Good. We had the shop open for a little bit this morning, and we've learned some things. I don't know if everyone learned these things or just this table learned these things, but so far we have learned how to spell zhuzh, which I had no idea how to spell. But in case you're interested, it is Jueje. And we also learned some of the history of the word. I'll let you look that up to find the history, though. We learned that while butterflies don't technically poop, they do excrete excess liquid. So I'm going to call that they do urinate.
Everybody poops.
Nope, butterflies do not actually poop. They excrete extra liquid. Rosie looked it up. I'm not even sure why that came up in conversation.
I don't remember.
But it did. We learned that a group of frogs is called an army, but there are also many other words for frogs and groups of them. And what was the one this morning? Oh, that Ian Fleming, who wrote the James Bond movies, also wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Which
I would say that the child kidnapper in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is scarier than any villain that ever appeared in James Bond.
he is pretty scary. Yeah. Do you want to take that off of your hoop and show what you've done? Does anyone want to share what they've done with Floss Tube?
Oh, sure.
You're welcome to come over here and show off your stitching. Rosie's going to show hers. Again, this is Autumn Town from Autumn Lane.
From Autumn Lane.
And Rosie's monogamous. She's been working on those trees, and now she's doing the sky. Is this as far as you got to go?
Yes.
So she's got all the way across.
Yep.
So looks pretty good. I like the addition of the branches and the trees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty color. She's using the Gloriana for that. It's really pretty. Ashanti had a finish. This is Grumpy Winter from Ori.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cute? There. She finished that while she was out here. It looks like that. Very cute.
I've been working on this place in here.
Deb is doing monogamous stitching, and she's working on this beautiful eagle. And she says she's working on this area right in here. How old is this whip?
10 or 12.
10 or 12 years old. So monogamy is great, right? Yeah. For a very short period of time. Nicole, ooh, gosh, I love this one, is working on the Deadly Aquarium. That is just stunning.
Gotten a lot done.
Look at that. Look at that eel. Is that an eel, do you think?
So that is the barracuda.
Okay, the barracuda.
Yeah, we have an eel in the treasure chest.
Eel in the treasure chest.
This is a man of war jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
And the little things here are sea dragons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this is a
lionfish.
Yeah.
And beautiful coral. Just her colors are so beautiful. Pufferfish? Is that a pufferfish?
Yeah, yep, it is.
Pufferfish.
He's my favorite.
Cool needle minder too. It's looking at you. Michelle's going to, she got a finish. She's working on Shannon Christine's Witch's Brew. And she finished it while she was out here. Isn't that pretty? Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. Oh, Kelly, you got to see this, guys. This is the Book of Fungi. It was a Sal, apparently. Fungi. But it's a little book. Look at this.
So, question for you. How did you do that?
I think she needs to put this in the state fair. I'm trying to convince her that it's good enough. So in the comments,
Okay.
leave a comment if you think she should enter it in the fair. Look at that. Look at the cover's all stitched. She's got a cute little... Oh, it's amazing. Adeline had a finish. She complained about it a lot because Phil, she doesn't like Phil right here. But she got it done, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So she was monogamous until she finished it. That's cute. Very cute. Wendy is working on a
Big girl.
Marjorie Massey. It's a very big girl. Look at all those motifs. So do you feel like you get a finish every time you do a motif? Or
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a big one.
I've been working in the far right corner the whole time.
Okay. So this corner. Or
Sorry,
that
corner.
Okay.
I did those three motifs and everything below it, and then rounded the corner
That's a big one.
in 2 days. So far, yeah.
Are you bored with doing, because you're not normally
No,
monogamous?
I am not normally. Yeah, this is.
So are
this
you
is,
bored?
It's kind of. No, I'm not bored. It's just tough. It's like moving on.
to keep going.
Yes, changing the colors helps.
Yeah. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. This is Doreen's. This is the Greenhouse of Oddities. Greenhouse of Oddities, also by Lola Crow. And she's working. Her goal was to finish this weekend. She is not normally monogamous either, so she's doing pretty good. But these are such interesting stitches that I think it would be fun to keep revealing things.
Well, there's 5 colors.
And Lori is working on the Pumpkin Lane sampler from Erin Elizabeth, using the dinky dyes, right?
Yes, and they're wonderful.
And she loves the dinky dyes, and the called for fabric, I believe, also, which is dark cobblestone. So you started this here. She is normally mostly monogamous,
Except for my friends.
except for we do tend to.
Otherwise.
So she's gotten all that done. So she's doing good. She's doing good. We drive her nuts because we're always encouraging her to not be monogamous. So, and Kelly is working. What is this?
The Haunted Cuckoo Clock.
Haunted Cuckoo Clock, Tiny Modernist, and she was being monogamous. She dropped out. She's working on the Deadly Aquarium now, but she did pretty good. I like the little dude up here. He looks.
Glow in the dark.
He what?
I'm gonna do them in glow in the dark.
She's going to do them in glow in the dark. I love this fabric. I tried to get my hands on some, but they have a large minimum order. So I can't, but I sure do like that. It's so cute. He's so happy. Look at his happy grin.
I'm gathering.
You're gathering everybody's. We're just having a whole whip parade. This is Phyllis's, who's working on it monogamously. She is normally not monogamous. Heartstring Sampler is Scary Sampler. And she's doing it on Jamie's kilt, I believe, fabric I chose for her. And she's got this done. So she's doing good. Very good. I think that's everybody.
4th of July.
Pretty sure, yeah, pretty much except for Pam, and then, Linda's not here, Colleen's not here, and Stacy's not here. So, anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on how monogamy is going. I'm sticking to it. I'm determined to stick to it.
And there are many witnesses to prove.
There are many witnesses to prove I have not cheated. So I'll do another update tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. Katie's Progress, day number 2. Good morning, everybody. It is the last and final day of retreat. Everyone is kind of dragging, I think, a little bit, even though we all went to bed early last night. It was early. And we got to sleep in late because we have brunch on Sundays, so we don't have to be up by 8 for breakfast. We get to sleep in. Carol, you're up.
I had the strangest thing happen last night.
Yeah.
I was sitting out in my reading chair.
Uh-huh.
Everybody had gone from here, and Michelle had turned out the lights.
Okay.
And I was sitting out there reading. Some great big tall guy pulling a wagon came through.
Uh-huh.
He went down past, I don't know where he came from, because all of a sudden he was there. Went down, and then he said hello, and then he came back. And then one time, but I was wearing my reading glasses. I can't see past the end of my nose. All I can tell you is he was tall and had a wagon with something in it. And then I heard the elevator ding, so apparently he must have gone upstairs.
Uh-huh.
And then pretty soon, when I finally got kind of spooked and decided to go to bed, I looked in here and the light was on.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't see him anywhere.
Huh.
Who was he?
He was Ashanti.
He was...
Ashanti.
No.
Yes, it was. She came through with her. She came and packed up some of her stuff and came through with her wagon. Her wagon.
It wasn't a dream.
It wasn't a dream.
So I didn't have to go to bed because I was scared?
No, you could have kept reading.
You know what I'm going to do when I get home?
What?
Make an appointment with the eye doctor.
Carol, I even
I
came
couldn't
down
figure.
here.
I thought, is he a cleaning person?
Adeline came down too.
You were in the
You
chair. You were in the chair over here, reading or doing something, and I didn't want to spook you. So I just tiptoed right past you and tiptoed right past you.
I am never sitting out there again.
Oh, careful there,
I'm
hon.
going to take somebody's bag with me. Oh. Well, okay, that clears that up.
Yes, that was not a strange man.
Do not tell Ashanti that I thought she was a big, tall man.
Oh, I won't tell her.
Somebody will.
Somebody's going to, but it's not going to be me.
Well, there, you can tell her. Yeah, it's easy.
Is there a blinking light in the back? She's just drawn to it.
Oh my goodness.
Now you can make a compilation. That's 3.
Well, where was I? I have no clue where I was. So, oh, now my mascara is running. So the reason why everyone was laughing after Carol came over is because years ago when I did the very first retreat when I did the very first recording from retreat, the same thing happened. I was recording and Carol comes up and behind me and starts talking. Doesn't realize she's being recorded. Connie goes by on a scooter. It was just funny that it happened back then and then that it happened twice this time. That's why everyone was laughing, because she was clueless. She had no idea that even though I turned, you saw me turn the camera and I was pointing at it so that she would know. She looked right at it and could see herself. Still didn't realize she was being recorded. she knows now, but she did not realize it at the time. But that is why we were all laughing so hard, is because she was just totally clueless. Plus, there was the whole strange man. And what you didn't see is that Ashanti had been talking about coming down maybe 5 minutes before I started recording. She'd talked about coming down and seeing Carol and saying hello. And, you know, Carol's really hard of hearing. And so she didn't, you know, she said hi when she came by the first time, but she didn't say anything when she came by the second time. She just got on the elevator and took her wagon upstairs. So that's the really funny part about the whole thing, is that we knew it wasn't some strange man. If we hadn't had that context, you know, knowing that it was Ashanti, it might not have been as funny, because, you know, a strange man taking one of the wagons, who knows what he would have had in it, but we knew it was Ashanti, and that just kind of made it just that much funnier. Okay, back to the video. So I think Colleen said I was at brunch. We don't have to get up early in the morning because we have brunch at 10:30 on Sundays when there's not another group out here. So it was kind of a lazy morning, which felt good. Good morning, Doreen. So I don't think we learned anything new yesterday. Did anyone learn anything new yesterday?
There was something at night, but I don't remember what it was. We were punch drunk last night.
I don't think anyone knows anything new. But after that, we don't need anything new. So I will show you my progress that I made yesterday, and Rosie's gonna let me show her progress, and Marianne has one to show. And so there we are. I made it all the way down here, added some red, added some green, and then I'm moving over here to fill this in, these blank spaces in. So this is brown with maybe some red underneath it. I think this is brown, so I'm back to brown again. But I've done a lot.
You have done a lot.
I've done a lot.
I like the brown that you chose.
I'm thinking it was a good choice.
Definitely.
So yeah. So I have stuck to monogamy, even though it was at times somewhat difficult.
I did too, but it wasn't my choice.
Well, I know, but you're on a deadline, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to challenge myself. So, Rosie is doing Autumn Town from Autumn Lane. And look, she's building a house today.
Started a house. Yep.
I like those colors.
Aren't they pretty? So,
Wait to go home and work on
Lori's going to show hers.
And your things are Lori's.
What is this one? Something
Sampler.
Pumpkin Lane Sampler.
Sampler.
And she started this on Thursday. So she's done pretty good too. This is so pretty. I haven't started, just, you know, I think the yellow flower.
Corner.
I started that at spring retreat. So,
Started it.
really pretty.
Thank you.
Doreen's got,
No, go ahead.
okay.
Did it yesterday.
Doreen's stuck to her monogamy. And is this done? Did you meet your goal? She's almost done with her goal of having the upper. Look at this tree. Isn't that amazing?
Thank you.
That's just amazing.
Let's just say I like my hard-knitted threads.
I love it.
I wish I got this.
Oh, this is Ashanti's. Ashanti had a finish. Is this who? Do we know who this designer is? Brooks Books. Okay, you were right then.
And those roses.
And this is Snow White. Look at that. Look at those roses. Can you see? I don't know. Can you see them? They're 3D. Amazing.
Isn't that pretty? Look at the work down there at the bottom. It's all sparkly. She's going to put this in the fair. So this is an FFFE. No, is it? Fully, well, okay, it's just an FFE. It's a future fair entry for next year.
Is your framer going to frame this too?
She says her framer's going to frame it, but I don't know. I got a year almost. This is Deb's. She's been working on this. She's been doing. Is this a sunrise or a sunset?
I think sunset.
So she's been working on the sunset behind the eagle, and has gotten quite a ways.
I've got one.
It's amazing what you can do when you just stick with one thing. But it's not quite as much fun as switching it up.
I finished my band, and I'm almost done with the house.
Wendy is still working on her Jardin, Margaret Massey. I get the two confused because they look very Marjorie Massey. They look very similar in style. And she did the man and house. So, doing good. Doing good. But that's a big mofo. It is a big one. Is it a bath? It is a bath. It is a bath.
No, this is for Dirty Belfast.
So,
this is autumn.
yeah, that's kind of what went on yesterday. Oh, Marianne. Yes. Marianne. I didn't get to show this. You worked on it Thursday, Friday, and some yesterday, and then she fell off the monogamy wagon. And
Perfectly okay.
perfectly okay. Yes. Is this along this way? Along this way. Okay. And this is Fox and Rabbit. Mystery Stitch Along, and she chose what threads? Silks for You. Aren't those colors gorgeous? Just pretty. And look, her needle minder matches.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. What goes in these empty spots?
Faith, love, and hope.
Okay. Okay. Faith, love, and hope is supposed to go in these. Well, obviously just faith and love. Hope's not on there yet. We are hopeless here at Calvin Crest. That's beautiful.
Are you as far as you can go with the mystery?
Yeah,
Until the next part. Yeah, she kind of fell off the wagon because she had no choice. She's waiting for the next release on that because it's a monthly or something stitch along. So that is what we did yesterday. Today is that bittersweet day where you know the fun is ending, but yet you're kind of ready to go home to your own bed and your own shower. The showers here are a little short. Even for short people, they're short.
And a little powerful.
And power. They do have a lot of pressure. But it's all in one kind of clump. It doesn't really fan out much. Find it hard to get the shampoo out of my hair. So it's bittersweet. We've had a great time, but it's time to go home and shower in our own shower and sleep in our own beds and look forward to next May. Retreat starts on May Day, so might have to think of something fun for that. Maybe everyone should make a May Day basket to exchange.
That could be fun.
That could be fun.
didn't give us a year to think. Well,
Like 6 months. You got 6 months.
yeah, you could
You heard it here. May Day
give
baskets.
us parameters. So
I have to come up with parameters, yes. But I think that's a great idea to do, is a May Day basket. So put your thinking caps on, people. Huh? A stitchy May Day basket? Yeah. That would be fun.
Instead of filled with candy, it could be filled with
goodies, stitchy goodies. That's a great idea. Great idea. Okay, I'm going to end this now. I'll add some more to it, show you the project and stuff when I'm at home and the lighting is a little better. So for now, bye. Katie's progress, day number 3. Well, it is now the next day. I had recorded the ending. I'd recorded the little inserts for Katie's pictures, and when I played them back, there was no volume. There was no sound. Apparently, my drivers decided they were old and needed to be updated, so I had to wait for Dan to come home, and he fiddled around, and that's what he tried, and that's what worked. So it is now Tuesday morning. I thought I would try and get this done before I head for work. I hope you enjoyed the clips from retreat and enjoyed seeing everybody's stitching. I can't for the life of me remember what I had recorded yesterday. So, really, I have no idea. Oh well. Anyway, I was going to show you my stitching, and I did make a trip to Lincoln to the antique store, the Aardvark, yesterday. Met up with Lori there because she's still in town, and I didn't find a whole lot. Well, I did. I left a few things there that I meant to go back for, but you know, maybe I'll go this weekend or something to pick them up if they're still there. But anyway, so stitching. You saw the progress throughout the clips, and this is now where I am at after last night, because I did stitch some last night. Still monogamous. So here I am. Got this done and started on this corner motif here. I think this is a brown motif, if I'm remembering correctly. This is, in case you weren't aware, this is what I'm working on. So yeah, that's a brown motif in there. I'm going to finish up this greenish motif. I think there's a little bit of red right in there. And then I'll have maybe a third of it done when I get to that point. What do you think? About a third. That's really pretty. If I do say so myself. I'm doing a fantastic job. So that is my stitching. Still not tired of working on it. So I'm going to keep working on it until I am. Yeah. That's my current plan. But they're loose. So if I change my mind, I'll let you know. So, and the last day for Katie's progress, right here. When I went to the antique mall, I did find a couple of things. And the first one, I'm referring to it as the world's tiniest little turkey platter. But it's actually for butter. It's got the little glass dish there. I'm a little perturbed. The dealer had the lid taped down on 4 sides. And as you can see, I think you'll be able to see, it took the tarnish off in those 4 places. You can, it's hard for you to see that, but let's see, maybe there. you can see right there where the tape was, and here, and over here. And then on the back side, you can see it again. Look at right there. And I don't know how to, fix that, but I'm a little not happy about it. And the glass, the glass for the butter is just fine. I won't be using it for butter, most likely. It'll be just for display, probably out in the pantry. The other thing I found was a little colander, copper on the outside, silver on the inside. Just a little. My plan is to hang it so the copper side is out on the wall in a grouping of some things. Haven't decided what things. I'm kind of this next piece. It's like a little tiny miniature bundt cake pan or Jello mold, one of the two. It's got some interesting patina on it. I don't know if it's old or not, but I liked the size of it and the lumpiness of it. But I was thinking, hanging this and this on the wall and making kind of a grouping. But I need like a third piece. And maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't happen. After my last video, I had all my antique finds laying there, and I went and grabbed that sewing machine drawer, and I did a little vignette with all of my stuff. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, that was my alarm to take my pill. Where was I? Oh, I grabbed the sewing machine drawer and some of the stuff that I had shown you, and I made a little vignette in the sewing machine drawer, and you'll see that in the pantry video because I think that's where I'm going to put it. So, I get excited sometimes, so I'm kind of excited to see what I've got stashed away that might make a good third piece. I've got 1, 2, 3 different places where I could put things on the wall out there. So I got to figure out what I want to do. And let's see, what else? Is there anything else I need to tell you? I don't think so. I got to do the editing on this yet before you see it. But I wanted to get the recording done. Would you guys get out of there? You do not need to be out there. Lola and Remy. Remy needs a haircut so bad. Dan didn't make her appointment in time, so we have to wait until the end of October. And they're both a little furry. There's Lola. There's my Lo. There's a good puppy. Yes, that's a good Lola. She's not nearly as furry as what Remy is. Remy looks like a little brown bear right now. So, anyway, I think, hello, yes, that's a nice puppy. That's a nice girl. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm going to be pretty busy at work, at least through today, if not tomorrow, to get caught up on. There's orders that have come in while I was gone. The Next Log Cabin Christmas chart came, so I've got to get that taken care of. I've got orders to place with Plum Street and with the Needle and Thread. What else? The regular bills to pay, that sort of thing. So I'll be a little busy for the next day or two anyway, getting caught up on that sort of thing. See what came in, issues Sherry had while I was gone. and get those taken care of. And then hopefully I'll get to some framing. So with that, I think I'm going to stick a fork in it and call it done and start some editing before I head to work. So you take care until next time and get a lot of stitching done. And I will see you in the next video.